Hi everyone, today I thought I would have a go at one of the pictures from this book. This is the Arteza Premium colouring book, all full of mandalas, which I've got it upside down just because it can fit better under the camera. I thought I would have a go at this one because to me it looks a little bit like a stained glass window. It feels a little bit Christmassy in my head maybe, and I thought I would have a go at just doing it some Christmas colours and have some fun with it. I won't do the whole thing in the video, but I'll do a little section and then I'll finish it off and show you at the end a still so you can see how I did it. So let's have a zoom in. It's got this little bit of elastic on the book to hold it together, which I think is quite clever. Let's see, make sure we can get it all in shot. Okay, it's actually, I think that's okay. It's on an angle because of the book, but I think we'll be okay. I decided to use my Black Widow pencils because they're quite, they hold their point well. So that's what I want really for this picture, because it's quite small. So, as I said, to me it looks a bit stained glass windowy, so I'm going to start with my Ladybug, which is the red in this set. It's the spider set, by the way, and I'm going to do all these teardrop shapes in this Ladybug colour. Now what I've thought is, because I want this to look a bit Christmassy, what I'm going to try to do is to make all these little sections look a bit like gemstones. So my idea for that is to make them a little bit darker on the outside than in the middle. So what I do for that is I do more layers on the outside and less as I go towards the middle. It's quite simple. And there we are. And so each of these will be the same. I'm not going to colour all of them now. I think it's going to not be very exciting for you. In the centre we have this sort of star. I mean, it could be a sun. I take it as a star. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to do it in something different. I'm going to use one of these glitter pens that I've been using a lot of lately because it's Christmas, and I'm just going to do the whole thing in glitter. I won't show you because I'll end up spreading glitter all over my picture because and gel, I'll just spread it. So that's my plan. I shall leave that. We're going to pick some other what I think are probably quite Christmassy colours and see how we go. This is the Fang green. It's a bit small, isn't it? But well, I'm going to use this for this bit. So these little teardrop shapes here, I'm going to do each one of them separately, and I'm going to do it similarly to that one. So a little darker around the edge and then lighter in the middle. It's quite tricky when it's such a small one. Just going to do my best. And if it just looks a bit like a solid block of colour, that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, it's fun. We're having some Christmas and festive fun. So there's that one. I think that looks quite a good green. What I'm also going to do is do this stripe in that colour here. I'm trying to think as I colour, because I haven't planned this in advance, whether I'm going to do many more colours, because I think green... What I've done is I've done it harder here and very little here, so it looks a bit shiny. Green and red are quite festive, aren't they? So we could just stick to those. I'm going to move out here, these teardrop shapes, I'm going to do the same with this green. Gosh, that's a funny noise. I think it is a blender. I wonder if my neighbour, our walls are really thin, is making a smoothie or something like that. Or it could be my neighbour on the other side, it could be their washing machine. The walls are thin. I don't mind. I don't mind hearing people. This bit I'm going to do in the same way as this, so darker at the bottom and lighter towards the tip. Now, of course, festive colours don't have to be red and green. In my head, we always used to have lots of red and green. We've got these ones as well, which I'm going to do in the same way. We always used to have lots of red and green, and of course these days it sort of changes. There seems to be trends. Sometimes, you know, pink and purples with silvers, or things, different things. So it doesn't always have to be the same. These stripes I'm going to do like this one. So I'm going to treat them as a pair. So I'm going to do them together, fade it towards the middle, more layers on the edge, less in the middle like that. Let's have a looky. We have got this bit, we'll do this centre bit here in the green. Like that, and on the outside here we'll do this bit in green. Okay, now we'll grab our red again. This is the Ladybug still, and we're going to add in some red bits. Now in here we're going to do a solid bit of red. You could do this all solid and use a pen. You know, you could even use a glitter pen for it if you want, or a metallic pen, or just a fine liner or felt pen. The thing with this book is that you can tear the pages out. So you could, I'm doing all this just solid. You could just rip the page out, and then you could even use like an alcohol marker which goes through, as long as you lent it on some scrap paper or, you know, a scrap pad or something for that purpose. This one I think I'm going to try and make it shine a bit, so dark around the edge and lighter in the middle. It's just sometimes the shape like this is quite difficult to do that with, like that. Now these squares, I think I'm going to do these all red. Again, trying to make it a little lighter in the middle. It's quite tricky when it's so small. This one I'm going to do in a block again. I haven't really lined this up very well, have I? But it will just show you what to do for each little section. That bit and this bit around here. Now we have a line which goes all the way round here, and we also have a lot of space. We have all this space around here, and we also have this space around here, and I'm thinking about what to do with that. I'm going to put our gold here, and I think I'm going to use a gold in the line around here, but this other space I'm thinking of doing it in black. And you could again do it in pen. I'm going to grab my Black Widow, which is my black. I haven't used this very much. And just show you a little bit. So if this is all black, I think we might get that sort of stained glass window effect that I was sort of talking about at the beginning. If we colour all this in black, I may actually do this in a black pen. Trying it in pencil, see how it works, but when you do it in pen you get a more solid, shiny looking, although Posca is always very matte. Just get a more solid looking colour. So there's the black. If I do a little bit more for you so you just get the idea of what it's going to look like. Obviously I haven't done a lot of this. The idea is that I will finish it off camera, and then you can have a look at the final picture. You can have a think about whether you like it, whether you want to copy it, or whether you want to do it in a different way. This, by the way, is page 71 in the book. I didn't say that at the beginning, it might have been useful. So you can find it, because it's quite hard to sometimes find them. And it's good in a way they've got a page number so you can find them, but on the other hand I really dislike having a number on the page. If you wanted to frame it you wouldn't want that number there, but then you could guillotine it off or cover it over with something, because the picture doesn't go all the way to the edge. It looks a little bit scruffy in pencil, so I think I'm going to do that in pen, but I'm not going to show you the gold. So remember, gold glitter pen here and around the edge. Now what I might do is also go around the whole of the edge in this gold just to finish it off, but I haven't decided yet. I need to finish it first and then make that decision, but you'll find out. So, but you could do that anyway if you like the idea. So anyway, that's me. I'm going to end here. It's been quite short, but there hasn't been loads to show you, but I'm going to finish it off and I shall post a picture of the finished page. And as I said, I'm definitely going to do all that black in pen. I shall use a black Posca and hope it doesn't run out because it's getting close. Okay, so thank you so much for watching and happy colouring.